Welcome to the Hytale Log. I'm Kweebec Corner, your host for this epic installment in the lead up to the release of the upcoming sandbox RPG open world minigame multiplayer server hosting treasure trove that is Hytale. Today, I'm joined by Minecraft YouTuber and game developer ThirtyVirus, whom prior to today's meeting, I did not warn about this new and unexpectedly over-the-top character. How are you doing today, sir?
Hello. You did not warn me.
Amazing! Today's episode is sponsored by Server Pro. More on them later. Let's get the ball rolling.
Okay, sorry, I'm back.
I thought that was the throat exercise or something.
I'm back. What's up? You like that new character I just did? That's Kweebec Corner.
Kweebec Corner.
Yeah, he's now official canon lore in like the Kweebec Corner universe.
Very good.
Yeah, that's the canon I'm building. I'm just so inspired by all the games I've been playing recently. So for those of you who are not aware, or perhaps haven't been around the Hytale space for a long time, 30 here used to make a lot of Hytale content. In fact, I'd probably say the most. It definitely caught my attention at least.
I used to do it, I think it was daily for about 4 months, and then I started to wean off of it as the blog post started to come out less and less.
Wow, that's crazy. Like, even back when I started, I couldn't imagine doing daily videos. That's a lot of dedication, man.
Yeah, daily's not easy, but I mean, I don't know. I guess Hytale had enough stuff to do back then, or stuff to talk about.
That's true. I mean, you're keeping up. You've got like a daily routine right now, and in terms of uploads, are you uploading multiple times a day?
Oh no, not yet. For now, it's still daily. I feel like with anything, daily uploads kind of just drains the content from everything. So it's almost necessary to do multiple things, which is why I'm trying not to only do Skyblock, which is, you know, the daily driver. It has been for a while, but...
Sure, and which year was it that you moved into like more Minecraft stuff? Was it like 2019, like mid 2019? Or?
I've always been in the Minecraft space, but I guess when Hytale became less of a priority would be maybe May or June of 2019.
Right, yeah, because I think you'd always been doing Minecraft content, but Hytale had sort of taken over a little bit for a while there when like
yeah,
the trailer
for about
dropped, right?
like 6 months there, I was a Hytale channel, and you know, everybody in my audience still knows that I'm excited for the game, and every now and again I'll throw a video out there like once a month talking about my thoughts on like the state of things.
For sure, I think that's the case with like a lot of people are still keeping their eyes on it. Like a lot of people still follow the Twitter account, obviously. So I mean, like, you've probably seen all the postcards recently still.
Yep.
And, you know, I mean, you were around in the Thankmas stream. Obviously, you participated in that and helped me out with my stream bit rate.
I felt so bad. I was like, no, people are leaving the charity event because of a tech problem. This must
If
not
it
stay.
wasn't for your like fast thinking though with that, then I think we would have lost a lot more viewers, and we probably wouldn't have made like that much money. I think because like that saved the stream, because the last thing I thought about was the bitrate. I thought it was my internet.
Oh yeah, I had every type of internet problem you could have ever since the Xbox days with NAT types in Call of Duty Zombies.
Cool. We're gonna take a little break right here for a little sponsor spot. We'll be right back.
Through the power of editing.
This video is sponsored by Server Pro. Server Pro now offer virtual private servers that have the strength, storage, and speed to host some of your favorite games. Minecraft, Terraria, Counter-Strike, Rust, Factorio, all with one-click installers. There's even comm software like TeamSpeak. Each VPS runs on the latest version of Ubuntu and comes with a root secure shell. You can get the High 2 vCore or Ultra 4 vCore package by heading to the link in the description below and clicking the VPS tab. Back to the video.
So, rumor has it you hate RP.
Yeah.
What is your general opinion on the Minecraft space right now? Not to poke the beast, of course.
I'm not going to say that people should be ashamed of liking Dream SMP, and I think what the creators do, it takes a lot of work to make what they make, and it is, you know, inherently good quality content. It just isn't for me. You know, I always grew up not really liking pretend. I like to live in a world with absolutes, and that's why gaming was so fascinating to me, is that it's like kind of pretending, but it also sets its own bounds, and it could feel very real because of the rules of the game.
Definitely.
So, you know, something like roleplay or something, it just doesn't vibe with me. But, you know, there was a big scuffle with me and the Stans on Twitter, but I think we have it handled now.
As someone who's I love storytelling, world building, role playing, and like you know, I guess fundamentally that would make me at odds with you or disagree with you, but like, because I know you and I've seen you tweeting for, you know, essentially 2 years now, and you know, I see your opinions on things. I don't think that's like out of character. I don't think that was like intentionally offensive or anything, or trying to provoke anyone. I think that was just straight up like, you know, you can have an opinion about something, and sometimes people use that as a way to sort of set an example, I think is the bigger thing.
I wouldn't say what I did was perfectly okay, though. I was a little vague.
Sure, no, yeah, I mean...
if I said in my opinion afterwards, that probably would have never happened.
I think another thing people probably would have took issue with is like the timing, maybe, just because it was like, I think something was going on at the time. I don't know what exactly, because I don't follow it either myself too much.
I think Tommy had a stream literally happening right before I tweeted that. It was really bad timing.
No, yeah, and so, no, yeah, that's completely understandable. I mean, look, I enjoy this Minecraft generation. I watch a lot of their videos. I had to do a lot of research on like one of my recent uploads, and it got me thinking more about, like, you know, just general Hytale like collaboration and what that's gonna look like more. And I've been watching your content, man, and I gotta say, you and Fezzy make an amazing team. Like, seriously, genuinely, through thick and thin, it seems like you've managed to just adapt, right? Like, I watched the...
Yeah, I feel so fortunate to have met Fezzy, dude. He's just like exactly like, not only is he a great friend and he's always been there for me ever since we met, but like every time that I'm lacking in some way, for example, with editing or even a thumbnail, or like sometimes even video topics, like we just put our brains together and then just make what we make, and it's infinitely better than what I used to do.
I watched the 2020 sort of recap video you did. Wow, like the quality, the history, like it's all really encapsulating. It got me like, you know, really focused and fascinated on the video. Super interesting.
Yeah, it's such a funny thing from my perspective, because it's like I've never had a documentary made about myself, which it's very bizarre, but it was a very high quality video, and I guess it sucks that it didn't really get the attention of most uploads, but I guess that makes sense.
I think it's something that...
because people want to move on from 2020.
Yeah, it's something that you'd be able to highlight in the future, maybe, and just be like, you know, hey, here's like what, you know, look back at 2020. Maybe when you do the 2021 one, you can shout it out and you'll have a bigger audience then.
I don't regret those type of videos, even if they don't perform as well, because it really shows like the quality, you know, like you know, the most popular video is definitely, it's almost never the best video, and that's something I guess I have to keep in mind so that I don't chase the views and then just dilute my quality, you know?
100%. And you don't mind me asking, how's that sort of been, like, you know, just blowing up and growing so much over the past like 2 years? You know, you're quite an introspective guy, I'd say. Like, how do you think you sort of, you know, how that content evolution has been?
Well, I was definitely in the right place at the right time. But that being said, I think this is something I'm going to take from Technoblade. He said that, yes, success does involve a bit of luck, but luck brings an opportunity. And when skill comes in, is once you get that opportunity, what do you do with it, and how do you run with it, and how do you turn that into something? And I think that's where, for example, mid-2019 really showed, is when me and Fezzy became... what we are. We were in the right place at the right time, and we had the work ethic. We were desperate enough because we were both in not great situations, and like we just made it work. And I think that is a big part of what happened, is that we just never stopped the grind.
You both seem like very conscious creators to me. Like, you're very conscious. You know, you talk about like the surviving on YouTube, right, and the risks and like the pros of content. And you address that a lot. I think you're a very conscious creator in that regard, and that's definitely respectful.
Yeah, a lot of this ties back into the Dream SMP thing and the stands and all that. It's like the reason why I got into that mess is because I voiced my opinion on things, and I don't consider myself a character. So like if I'm struggling with something, chances are everybody's gonna know about it, and a lot of the times some of that behind the scenes like analytics type stuff slips in. You know,
definitely. Well, I mean, we need people like that sometimes to just, you know, be real and just sort of state their opinions. You know, I mean, like, how do we have debate and discussion without, you know, having some sort of difference, right? We can't all be sort of just yesing that at the same thing.
Yeah, like with that Twitter situation, it really showed me some of these creators, what their intentions are and what their goals are. And it's like, I've had multiple of the creators that initially spoke out against me actually apologize, because they realized the impact of what they were doing wasn't quite good, but they saw the value in having a conversation, and like some of them even at first admitted that they wanted to just fit in with the popular opinion so that their career can progress. And I was like, wow, like that's a thing.
It's interesting.
Like, people's opinions aren't their opinions sometimes, and that's very interesting to me.
Sure, well, let's change it up real quick, because I believe we've got an alert from Kweebec Corner.
Alert! Hytale Memes section is inbound. For this section, we're gonna be reacting to some fresh Hytale memes. Here it comes.
Okay, thanks Kweebec Corner, thank you for that. Here we go, here it comes. This is the first meme. I just found these. You might have seen some of them before, but I just thought they'd be fun to look at. Okay, that's the first.
Are these from the subreddit?
A few of them are from the subreddit, yeah. A few of them I found on the courtesy of Google Images.
Cube World. Man, that game. I had so much hype for that game.
See, I've got some of them are less Hytale related, but this one just made me laugh. People that do know.
Oh, those kind of people. They make me angry. They're like, oh, it's just another Minecraft knockoff. This isn't anything new. Like, as if they know.
I have like 300 comments on like single videos. Just all that sometimes is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, I get a lot of those too. Whenever I mention Hytale in a video, people are like, why are you so hyped for just a copy? And I'm like, dude, that's not at all what it is.
This is like a meme from their perspective.
I think, honestly, the best way to describe Hytale is, like, if Hypixel was a game. Like, remember, for those of the people that don't understand that, it's like, well, think of DayZ coming from Arma 2, right? Mm-hmm. Where Arma 2 is a very different game from DayZ, right, even though DayZ was made in Arma 2. Once they made, I mean, granted, the standalone was a disaster, but we're not going to talk about that. But I think that's more the proper way of thinking, is that Hypixel found something they really like in Minecraft, but they found themselves limited by the platform, so they decided to take their idea and then flesh it out from the ground up. That's what Hytale's supposed to be.
They even, like, you know, they threw, you know, whatever it may be, like darts at the wall or whatever the phrase is. You know, they had other ideas, right? They didn't initially want to go down that route because they were sort of scared of that, you know, I guess that sort of stigma that comes with it. But I mean,
yeah, unfortunately, I think that's inevitable for a while. Definitely. At least.
100%.
That would be very unhealthy considering how long that last one is.
I found this last week. I didn't realize that this has been up for a year now.
Trumpet cover? Okay, that's kind of neat, though.
Yeah, actually, that's right. It's got a really good ending when it gets to the final note. There's this new channel that started up called Conk Droid. And all they do is they throw a utensil at the wall every day until Hytale comes
I
out.
saw that on Twitter.
I was like, are they going to follow through? They've done it for 4 days now.
Are they just going to stick a knife into the sheetrock and just have it stick there?
I feel like it is going to break at some point. It's just going to wear down, or we're going to see like some sort of crater happen. That brings us to the end of the Hytale Memes section. And I mean, I see you say a lot recently that you're making this valiant effort to sort of push away from, Skyblock content and sort of, define your persona a bit more. I think that's certainly a good move. Like, it's very bold of you guys to sort of get out of the comfort zone there. And I'm assuming it's partly because it wasn't feeling as comfortable anymore, right?
Yeah, the thing is, like, Skyblock, it, similar to Hytale, there's only so much to make videos about, and although Skyblock is a lot more rich in content since it's a released game, when you upload daily videos for, like, a year and a half, it doesn't matter what you're doing, there's gonna be nothing left. So, like, we're, basically at this point, I'm streaming progression in the game, so that Fezzy could put out highlights so we can stall for time for Hytale to come out. But in the meantime, I've been throwing in more things, like, although me getting in trouble on Twitter wasn't really a positive thing from that perspective, from a video perspective it was, sure, because it bought me a day. I was able to upload something that was in the general Minecraft space, and been trying to do, like, fan mails. I even did a Bed Wars video with Zyph a week ago. Like, we're gonna try and wean off of it, just because, you know, like I said before, chasing the views isn't necessarily going to produce the best content, and I have a feeling that I have a lot more potential than just making the best Skyblock videos. I want to just make the best, for now, Minecraft videos, I guess, but then even moving on even further to like fan mails and stuff, those are really fun.
Yeah, I mean, I assume, like, I mean, you've got that sort of, you know, now you've got all this practice for when Hytale does come out. You've got a good PC, you've got like a good editor relationship, you've got schedule consistency, like all that jazz you've got managed in buckets. And I assume, you know, when you did do Skyblock, it was originally because you enjoyed it, right? Like you were enjoying it and enjoying making the content for it. And so, you know, it's natural with anything like that. If it, you know, if the fun starts to dry up, I mean, content is essentially, you know, you could class it as fun, right? You know, people enjoy watching other people have fun, and if they're not having fun, it becomes, you know, non-content, I guess, of you know?
Yeah, I think that's like with any other game, you know, if you play it for long enough, the allure tends to go away. Although that being said, with a game like Minecraft, you can, you know, get your inspiration back with the release of some mod or something. But with Skyblock, it's very limiting because, you know, you have to rely on this very small dev team, and anything else that you do, you know, is not really for progression, which is the whole point of the game, is to grind to be the best. So if you're just messing around, it's not going to do as well as a video I've seen.
Definitely not, yeah.
I don't know. I just think there's more progress I can make outside of, but it is, for now, it's still my foundation, but I'm hoping I flip it so that Skyblock is just the thing to keep me uploading daily, but the thing that actually drives views would be the other stuff, and that has started to be the case. Like, looking at my most recent uploads, the rant has almost 10,000, well, it has 10,000 more views than every other video around it. So,
and I think, yeah, you're not just aiming there to capture, you're capturing your existing audience with that new content, but you're also catching like a new audience entirely that are coming for those rant videos, which is nice as well. You're sort of getting like that additional. And
that's the other thing about Skyblock, is there's definitely a ceiling. There's only so many people that play that game.
Right.
Whereas Minecraft is like this infinite landscape, basically.
Skyblock's essentially like a social bubble, I guess you could consider it. Like, it's good when you're in it, but when people start to leave it becomes quite empty.
Yep.
Sure. What's that? What?
Kweebec Corner is back, and it's time for our mini game. For every time we do this installment, we're going to do a quiz. We're going to do a quiz. This quiz has got 10 questions, 5 of which will be related to Minecraft or Skyblock, and 5 of which will be related to Hytale. What is your favorite Hytale mob? That is not a question. This is just to figure out what character you represent on the board.
I would say Kweebec.
Kweebec, that makes sense. Well, I'm not going to be interviewing myself, so that's fine. Question 1. Wait, I need to start the timer. Hold on, just 60-second timer. 60-second timer. Starting now. What month of 2019 did Skyblock officially release on Hypixel?
June.
Correct. What is the name of the fox-based desert race in Hytale?
Fox-based... Oh, Fen? No.
Incorrect.
No.
Number 3. What year did Minecraft come out of alpha?
Of alpha? 2009.
Incorrect. 2010. Number 4. How many times did we see a moss horn in the Hytale trailer?
0 times.
Correct. Number 5. What is the newest mob added in the latest 1.17 Minecraft snapshot?
I don't remember. It was
You can pass.
A pass.
It was the glow squid. Number 6. Which Hytale team member is addicted to moss horns and the new frog mob? And time is up. You reached question 6. That's a valiant effort, ThirtyVirus. I didn't mark which ones you got correct, but I think you got 2 or 3 correct. So we'll put you up on the board, and that's a good score. I'm gonna translate that 2 or 3 points into 2 million or 3 million Kweebopples. Kweebec points. Yes.
I'm getting some Rick and Morty vibes from Kweebopples.
No, I'm Kweebec Corner. I'm Kweebec Corner. I definitely didn't turn into Rick halfway through this podcast. Oh, gee, Rick. Oh, shut up.
So going forward, I mean, You've got Blockshot.
Yeah.
You clearly want to make Hytale content. I know it's cliche to ask, you know, but what's the plan? You know, is anything you think you'll like be really good at covering once the game comes out?
I think my plan is that using the ridiculous setup that me and Fezzy have, we're going to try to do 2 videos a day for the first few months of release. Half of it's going to be Let's Play content, like just playing the game, figuring out how it works, and, you know, having a good time, maybe playing on the official servers, whatever. The other half is going to be tutorials, because I actually, you know, plan on doing a lot of modding in this game, and there's a lot of features that people probably won't understand. And that'll
so much to learn.
Yeah, I think that'll be a good opportunity for my channel to grow and get new people be through the tutorials, but then to keep that solid personality driven content going, the Let's Play content, and maybe even in the future for the Blockshot universe, maybe even some, ironically, roleplay, but it's not like in the, it won't be like acted in the way that a roleplay is. It would be written and directed and like used, like there's an actual filming setup. I mean, you know, there's filming stuff in Hytale.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm all hands on deck for narrative based content, like things like machinimas and stuff, right? I really want to try my hardest to do something like that.
Yeah, it'd be less of a skit or a roleplay and more of like a genuine attempt at like if you've ever seen Noob Adventures in Minecraft, where it was all hand drawn and it was like this massive stuff. That was, I think there's a big difference between something like that and a skit, you know? Like
Definitely.
There's so that's what I'm looking to do. But, you know, that's going to require a big team, and that requires obviously beyond videos too. I want to make Blockshot a reality and delve into the server ownership type of career path, I guess you could say, and get a bunch of people on board and just make a game that I find genuinely fun, because more and more nowadays I find myself criticizing so many of the platforms I used to love, like Minecraft and Fallout, and
Sure.
it's pretty bad. Call of Duty, and it's like I just want to see a game that like actually turns out right, and that's what I'm gonna try and do in Blockshot.
Definitely. Well, I mean, look, it seems like, you know, you're a very busy professional guy. You've got a lot of work to do this next year. I'm sure you're really excited for the hype, you know, and building up to that sort of stuff as I am. So thank you so much for joining 30. Honestly, this has been super fun, as you know.
Yeah, that's been fun.
I try and figure out what this thing is here, you know, hopefully as we go through the year and month by month we sort of play it by ear and get a few things a bit more solidified. But yeah, I think eventually once we get the guest rolling, it'll be interesting. Have you got any last words anywhere that the people can find you, or anything you want to plug?
I'm ThirtyVirus everywhere. I'm really serious about taking my names back when people yoink them. So I have the same ad everywhere except for Instagram, or not Instagram, except for Snapchat, but I don't use it, so we're fine.
Finger on the pulse of that name reservation.
Yes, exactly.
Awesome. Well, I'll let Gordon take the mic again to play us out.
Thank you for taking the time to watch the first installment of the Hytale Log. Come back next month for another chat as we prepare for the epic, amazing, incredible, sensational game that is Hytale.
Stay safe and keep free.